As I put on the powder pink dress, I gazed at my reflection in the mirror. I felt like Baby from Dirty Dancing, and I did a twirl. I reflected on my life as I finished doing my hair. How did I get to this place? I had finally found that magical relationship that I'd been looking for all along. I knew because it felt so right and everything had been going at lightning speed. We'd moved in together after just a few weeks of meeting, and I'd been telling all my friends I knew he was the one. I never had such intense feelings for someone so fast. After finishing my hair, I took a minute to reflect on my life and on myself as I looked in the mirror one more time. How lucky was I? Even though he had to work tonight and couldn't join me, he insisted on dropping me off and picking me up when I went out with my friends. How incredibly thoughtful was that? I stepped out of the bedroom and did a little twirl for him. That's what you're wearing? Don't you think it's extra? What are you trying to do? Get the attention of another man? Meet someone else? I don't think you should be going out wearing something that looks that sexy. You should go change. My heart sank, but I looked at him and I said, I feel good in this and I don't have time to change. I could feel the tension in the air and the disdain and his anger seeping from his pores as he drove me to the club to meet my friends. I let it roll off my back. It didn't mean anything. After all, he'd been so amazing. He was allowed an off day. I almost forgot about it as I was dancing with my friends and having a great time. The dress really was something. I was showered with compliments and attention all night. Later that night, when he came to pick us up, my friend and I gushed about what a great time we had. She started talking about all the attention I got and how many men had asked for my number. He seemed to smile and laugh about it as we dropped her off. I figured everything was okay. Once she got out of the car, that's when he let his anger out. I told you not to wear that. How many guys did you make out with? None, I said. I just went to dance and have a good time with my friends. Well, that isn't really something a woman in a relationship should be doing, and especially not dressed like that. When we got home, it only got worse. He accused me of making out with another man, and he made me shower, and he wouldn't let me sleep in the bed next to him. That was the first night I knew in my gut that it wasn't okay. I brushed it off, shoved that feeling way down. He was so nice most of the time. My friends and family really loved him. And I had been abused in my life, really abused, physically abused by my mother. So this didn't count, right? Of course, everyone's partner wants to have a say in what they wear and wants to know who they're with and what they're doing, right? It just meant that he cared. He was doting and he was loving. And there were moments that he was so kind and so sweet. This is how I justified the behavior to myself. I think deep down after the years of abuse from my mother, I didn't believe I was worth more. It's just that those moments kept growing. I stopped trying to dress nice. I started to shrink down more and more, becoming a little smaller every day. But as I got smaller, the voice inside me grew louder and louder until I couldn't push it down anymore. And one day I looked in the mirror and I realized I couldn't recognize myself. I asked myself, how did I get to this place? I was scared. I didn't think I was worthy or deserving of more, of real love. But what I knew is that I couldn't handle one more moment of shrinking myself down into that relationship anymore. And as I stepped away and rebuilt my life, I was forced to face how much of me he had actually stripped away in this relationship. In putting myself together, I realized that destroying someone's spirit is just as detrimental as hurting their body. No one has the right to make you feel small. Someone who loves you will never want you to be a lesser version of yourself. They will want you to stand in your power and admire you for your sparkle. The voice you need to shut out and push away isn't the voice coming from your soul. It's the one of your abuser. Respect is your birthright, and you should never have to settle for anything less.